Hi friends, it's me, Missy Barra, and just like you, I am at home right now. One of my favorite things to do when I'm at home is to read books. Well, all of my favorite books are at school because that's where I share them with my friends. So I looked around, I dug through some closets, and I actually found a couple books that I still have here at the house, including this one that I wanted to read today. It's called George's Dragon. Now, I've never actually read this book because I bought it and then it was still in the bag and somehow it got put in the closet and so I forgot about it. So this book is going to be a surprise for you and for me too. And I'm a little excited about that. So I'm going to read to you George's Dragon by Claire Freedman and Russell Julian. The question at the very top of the book says, would you like a dragon as a pet? Sometimes I think maybe that would be kind of cool, but I can't imagine what it would take to feed a dragon every single day. Can you think of some other problems with having a dragon as a pet? All right, let's get started. Here's this opening picture so you can see it. George's Dragon. The moment George looked into Sparky's big, friendly purple eyes, he knew. That's the pet I want, he said. Where do you think he is? You said a pet store. I think you are right. What? That funny-looking lizard? Asked George's dad. Sparky is a baby dragon, explained the pet shop man, but George's mom and dad did not hear. Please, can I have him? It's my birthday, begged George. I suppose lizards aren't too much trouble, agreed George's mom. And with a huge smile, Sparky leapt happily into George's open arms. They think he's a lizard. There may be a problem. On the drive home, George and Sparky read the leaflet from the pet shop. Your pet dragon. Important information. Dragons come in all shapes and sizes. Remember, a baby dragon will grow. Baby dragons are still learning how to fly. Remove all fragile objects. Crash landings are to be expected. Dragons love to practice breathing fire. It is best to start small, i.e., marshmallow toasting. Beware, accidents will happen. Eek. What's in that leaflet? Asked George's mom. I hope lizards behave themselves. George looked at Sparky and they both grinned. What do you think is going to happen? Ta-da! At George's birthday party, Sparky lit all the candles on his birthday cake in one try. And the week that followed was one big happy adventure for George and Sparky. Yo ho ho! They played pirates. Sparky made a fantastic first mate. Yo ho ho! He made an even better pirate ship. Zoom! They played astronauts. Sparky was a great space rocket. But best of all, they loved being together. Good night, Sparky, George said each night as he climbed under the covers. Snuggy-goo, yawned Sparky from the foot of Georgie's bed. And neither of them had ever been happier. To look at this word here. How would you pronounce it? I said snuggy-goo. I like that. But there was a problem, a growing problem. The lizard had grown huge, gasped George's dad. He gets bigger and bigger every day, George's mom sighed. All pets grow, said George. You'll stop growing soon, won't you, Sparky? Sparky breathed in and tried to look smaller. He let his breath out and whoosh! And accidentally singed the curtains. That's another thing, grumbled George's mom. Everything's covered in scorch marks. Sparky doesn't mean to do it, George said. Do you, Sparky? No hot blood, squeaked Sparky as he hung his head in shame. No hot blood. I like those words. But things got worse, much worse. Snap! Everything he sat on broke. Oops! Every time he got excited, he flew, usually too high. Sizzle! Whenever he tried to help, he set something on fire. Sparky was a disaster zone. Poor Sparky. If things don't improve, said George's mom, it's back to the pet shop for him. Never, cried George, hugging Sparky tightly. Noopy news, whimpered Sparky sadly. They could not bear the thought of being apart. Noopy news. So Sparky tried extra hard to be good. He helped with some dusting. Crash and smash. Oh, Sparky. He helped bring in the newspaper, but that didn't go very well. That didn't go very well either. I missed a word. And trying to do the laundry was a terrible mistake. Uh-oh. Look at the underpants. They're scorched. Do you see what he brought in the newspaper? He brought in the whole person, not just the paper. Enough, shouted George's dad. Sparky goes back to the pet shop this weekend. But Sparky has to say, George pleaded. He is my best friend. A huge purple tear slid down Sparky's scaly cheek, but George's parents' minds were made up. How sad. The next morning, though, something out of the ordinary happened. The car wouldn't start. How will I get to work? Worried George's mom. How will I do the shopping? Fretted Georgie's dad. This is a big chance, Sparky, George whispered. Just be very, very careful. Hop-tee-hee, giggled Sparky. George's dad had never enjoyed shopping so much. George's mom had a big grin on her face when she came back that evening. Sparky's been so helpful today, George's dad beamed. He's been wonderful, agreed George's mom. He really is a lovely lizard. I still don't get it. Does that mean Sparky can stay? George asked hopefully. George's mom and dad nodded. Yippee, said Georgie. Duper boom boom, whispered Sparky, being careful not to open his mouth too wide. From that day on, Sparky was an extremely well-behaved dragon. And just so you can see the end of it, most of the time. The end. Oh, I hope you like this new book. I think I like it. It's my first time reading it. So what did you think? Maybe you could write something down, like draw a picture of what your dragon, because he said it would come in all shapes and sizes. So maybe draw a picture of a dragon that you would like to have as a pet, and maybe write down some problems and some benefits. Like problems are things that could go wrong, and benefits are things that are going to be better because you have a dragon. And see if you can come up with a bigger list for the positives or a bigger list for the negatives. And then maybe you could talk your parents into buying you a dragon.